Hello friends, today I will give you some tips to get interview calls. So, you might try a lot of time to get a chance to perform in an interview, but you might not even get through the interview opportunity. There are different factors which affects the chance for getting through it. But let me tell you, if you feel that you are ready for an interview and willing to apply, then consider my tips and it will definitely help you out. So my first tip will be like this, that try to build your resume with some tool which give attractive and clear template. I have already pasted some links in the description which you can check and use that particular thing if it gives you a particular interesting template. The reason for this is that your resume is the first thing which any recruiter will see. So it need to be nice. As we all know that first impression matters a lot. If your resume doesn't look nice, then it could be rejected without looking its content. Because if you are different from other candidates, then show that through your resume by spending time on creating it nicely. And let me warn you that good looks not enough to put you in a lead. Your resume should be relevant to the job role which you are applying for. And also try to create a single page resume if possible. It is just because no one will ever read it all. As for example, when you see a page of newspaper, then you don't read that page entirely. You rather go through it at a glance and then read only the parts which is relevant to you. Similarly, no one reads the entire resume, but they try to find out some relevant information from it which can help him to decide that you are good for the particular role or not. Now let's see my second tip for getting a chance for an interview. So there are a lot of platforms available from where you can apply. But let me tell you, if you are applying for a startup, then I will recommend AngelList to use, because I think we get a lot of replies from different companies which are startup because they are active on this particular platform. But there is one more place which is awesome. I'm talking about LinkedIn. Let me tell you, most of the interview which I got chance for giving interview is through LinkedIn only. So let me tell you my experience with LinkedIn. There are two ways to use it. One is to apply for jobs given the job post on LinkedIn. In this case, if your profile is relevant to the role and you have desired experience in that particular role, then your chances are good to get a call for interview. And this is the first step to follow up. That does not eventually give you a guarantee for it. The other way is to reach out the person who works in the company and share your job link with the person and ask for referral. If he would be interested in referring you, then that will have a lot better chance to get to the interview. But do remember that if you are reaching to a technical person in that company, then try to share your resume and job links for which you are willing to apply. Otherwise, he might not help because he is not a HR. So he will not try to check for the openings for your skill sets. He will rather need to ask you about it. But when you give him more clear things, then he will be rather referring you as soon as possible. If you reach an HR, then you can ask job openings from him because he might be knowing about it. This is the advice I am giving you because a lot of people reach me asking for referral, but they don't provide job links. So I will either have to ask it, or the extra work I have to do is that I have to go through the resume and find a suitable opening for that person, and then ask that person will that role is suitable for him or not. So as a technical person, it is not something which I would like to do because it's not part of my job. So I recommend you that you should give your resume and a job link both to a person whom you are reaching. So I am giving these tips because I use these tips personally. So for me it helped a lot, and I hope the same will be happening for you. That's all for this particular video. Let's meet in some other videos. Thanks.